Okay, let's begin with the big picture today. So we can see initially resistance below 10,000 here. If this continue to hold resistance and we take out this 880s level, then we should see further downside. A little closer look here on the 5-minute chart. You can see yesterday's consolidation below 10,000 and below previous week's high, now below as well. If this can break down this 940s level during the open, it can and goes down below the weeks before Draghi high 900, we can see easily 800s or 700s, and aiming this 50% of this rally. So we're looking for this kind of pattern. Of course, something might change, so let's see how this will be traded. Let's look at the 1-minute chart. Let's see if we break down and hold below this 930 initial balance low. Then I would like to short a momentum breakdown or even a retest here and a failure to hold and then a breakdown for 900s initially, and then I would like to see if 900s breaks for further downside initially towards 800s. Let's see if this happens. Of course, a complete reversal can happen, which in this case goes above midpoint and days open price, holds support, and then goes further upside to fill this kind of gap and then even higher. Let's see. Okay, so I bought here this support at the initial balance low. Now I'm looking to see if this midpoint and days open price will break out and volume weighted average price will break out as well. Then looking for 74s here, initial balance high, fill this gap and higher towards 10,000. Let's see if all this happens or if we will just find some resistance here and then go further downside. Let's see. So we can see twice resistance here at the midpoint of initial balance and volume weighted average price and days open price. Let's see if we now break down this level as we tested 4 times and held support. We'd like to see further downside from here if this happens. Very nice breakdown. Here you can see 10 minutes, 15 minutes of consolidation here with resistance here, both support here. I bought for this scenario for the breakout, which didn't happen. Then I shorted here because I saw twice resistance, then I see gap failing to fill. Now let's see how far downside. So 25 points into the trade, I scale out a third of a position here. Let's see if we would like to give it some time and see if break down these 900s. You can see support close but above this. This when happens we used to see further breakdown. So let's see. Scale out the second third of the position. Here you can see this is what I was anticipating and this is what I have archived. When price holds, you can see here constantly above, close but above around number like this 900 here, then breaks it to the downside or on the other hand to the upside. Let's see if my third part of the position will give me a price down to 850s. For this reason I'm tracking the 100% of the average range. If this is continue to selling, this is the average range within the first hour of cash trading. So let's see if this happens. Of course, the complete reversal can happen and it gives us 100 points to the other side in total. But since we are below days open price and below the balance low, we're looking for the downside. So let's see if this continues. We can see here WTI crude oil since yesterday is tanking. This will not help the equities to the upside. Of course, let's see if we have the correlation or inverse correlation. But at the moment, you can see here that initially held support. This is where I scale out just below this candle, just a little bit above the low of this candle here. Let's see if we have a continuation to the downside and we see this kind of pattern then lower. I don't like the way this is selling down, to be honest. So let's see. So completely reversal here. You can see if we flash down here below 900, I scale out the position, then I close the position as soon as we see this kind of bid. Let's see if we hold above 30s now and we have this initial scenario as I was anticipated earlier this session. We need to break out these 50s and then retest these 75s. If this happens, perhaps we can go further upside. Let's see. The fact that the one thing didn't happen, we should consider this as a failed auction, which means that we will see aggressive upside now. Let's see. You can see here Eurostoxx stronger than DAX, Eurostoxx a little bit higher than DAX's. Let's see if these 30s will manage to hold and go initially here and then potentially up to 74s and then higher. You can see price now testing this as anticipated. When you see failing below initial balance low, then you consider the opposite scenario, which is everyone is short has to cover, so this creates buying opportunities. You can watch here my failed auction setup video from 9 of March this 2016. I'm explaining here why this setup happens. That's why I bought here, because this fails to break down, then retest here consolidation, then breakout. Let's see if it gives us a higher price than this first out of cash market high and goes up to 74, so I'll scale out there, then leave the rest for the gap and then potentially higher prices. So let's see. So I close the whole position right here. This is a fail to the downside, but in order to confirm this, we need this to break out, not hold resistance as it did right now. Let's see if it happens after the turn of the hour and we go further upside. If this doesn't happen and we hold resistance, then we should see new lows during the day. So you can see here this kind of failed auction setup, kind of slightly different like previous video I showed you. We can see here support at 900, then pullback, support at equilibrium line. That's why I bought here above volume weighted average price. Now break out days open price and the midpoint of initial balance area. Let's see if it goes up to 74 and then eventually higher. I'm willing to hold this position for further upside. You can see here the thing is everyone is short against days open price like this. It defended very many times. You can see here. Then if this retested and broke out, we should see further upside, especially above this one, to go for this kind of gap fill. Let's see. You can see here price now testing this initial balance high. Let's see if we break this out and go towards 10,000. So close out my position here. Perhaps this most likely to break out if you can see this kind of setup later. So let's see. A few hours later, you can see here price just held resistance here to the tick with massive volume spike. At initial balance high, failed to fill this gap and go towards 10,000. This was my last trade, which I closed earlier this morning. Now held the initial balance midpoint and value area high right here, sold off down to 900, held support, rallied up to 30 points to initial balance low, sold off again 900, support, rallied up to value area low, sold off to equilibrium line, sold off down to value area low on first hour cash trading low, immediately support here and then gave a rally of 50 points, then failed to hold above, and now just basically just consolidating sideways here for the most of the day, as this is the case because tomorrow we have FOMC. The market perhaps expects something. You can see here the same scenario happened yesterday, so off down to value area low, then rally up, then nothing. So let's see how long market will try to trade within this area at close to 10,000, and if tomorrow it's a reason to see market going further upside, or if it's just going to fail and consolidate below these areas and go within this kind of range which previously traded many balanced days. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 10 days right here on these kinds of 700s to 800s area. Okay, so European market, cash market just closed here. You can see price just held support here at equilibrium line, mostly a balanced day. Get ready for FOMC tomorrow and go to the trading events here and track FOMC live trading. This is the last month. You can see here other previously here 4 months ago live trading during FOMC. So let's hope for the best tomorrow, and thanks for watching.